Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. When I received an email this week from the International Quilt Museum, which shared their quilt of the month, which is Stars and Bars, I knew that I wanted to draft it in EQ. In the project file, select Design a Block from Scratch. Select New Block, Pieced, Easy Draw. In the Precision toolbar, change the width to 24, the height to 6, and set the snaps at 24 by 4. With snapping options, just snap to grid. Drag the scroll bar a little bit further to the bottom so that the block is closer to the ruler. Draw the first vertical line at 1 inch and the second at 3 inches. Then alternate with 3 1-inch strips and 1 2-inch strips. End with 1 1-inch strip. Select the Color tab and select a red and color every other strip. Use the spray can and color the alternate strips with a white and add to sketchbook. Then select New Block, Pieced, Easy Draw Block. Set the width and height at 1 by 1, snaps at 4 by 4. With the line tool, drag a diagonal line from the lower left to upper right corner. Select Color and select the paintbrush and color in a red and white. And add to Project Sketchbook. And then do a New Block, Pieced, Easy Draw. Set the size at 2 by 1 and keep the snaps at 4 by 4 and draw a diagonal line from the lower corners to the top center. Select the Color tab and color with red and white and add to Project Sketchbook. Now, I originally thought the star was a pieced sawtooth star, but I was realizing the points didn't come in as deep as I thought. Zooming in, I realized it was a single patch. Select New Block, Applique, Motif. In the Precision toolbar, change the block width and height to 4 by 4. None of the other options actually matter. Select the Shapes tool and select Star Maker. Set the number of star points at 8 and change the end point sizes and base point sizes to the smallest number possible. So just drag the slider bar to the far left. For the size of center, I used the scroll bar to get something that approximated the look of the block in the quilt. I found changing it to 60% looked about right. So change that and then select OK. With the Pick tool, click on the block and then with the Control or Command key, select the center to engage the arrows. Drag a corner until it slightly resembles a sawtooth star. Under Selected Segment Properties, change the width and height to 4 and then select Center in Block. If necessary, drag a corner to straighten the image. Select the Color tab and color the star and add to Project Sketchbook. Select the Quilt work table and select New Quilt Horizontal. On the Layout tab, change the number of blocks to 1 by 1. Change the width to 24 and the height to 28. Select the Design tab and under Block Tools, Set Block, locate the Bars block and set it in the quilt. Select the Borders tab and under Lock Size Adjustments, we want to have all turned off along with top and bottom and turn on left and right. Change the size of the top border to 0 and the remaining should be 1 inch. In the Ribbon toolbar, change the style to Blocks and scroll down and change the blocks in border to 24 horizontal and 28 vertical. If you cannot change the numbers to 28, select the work table options and under Layout Options, All Styles, where it says Maximum Number of Blocks Horizontal and Vertical, change to 50 and select OK. Select the Design tab and under Block Tools, Set Block, locate the half square triangle block and with the controller command key, select one of the blocks in the border along with the corners for the borders. Select Rotate and with the Alter Options key, click on one of the blocks in the bottom border. With the Alter Options key, click on one of the left border blocks one time. Select the Borders tab and select Add. We're going to use the style Long Horizontal and change the top to 0 and the other 3 sides to 5 inches. Scroll to the top and check Clone the selected border. Select the first border and select Add. Scroll down and change the blocks in border to 36 by 34. Scroll to the top, turn off Clone the selected border, and select Add. Select the style Blocks, and under the lock size adjustment, set the left, right, and bottom at 0 and the top at 2. Change the blocks in border to 38 horizontal and 1 vertical. Select the Design tab and under Set Block, locate the half square triangle block and with the controller command key, select one of the blocks in border 3 plus the corners in border 3. Select Rotate and with the Alt or Options key, select the right border and click on it 2 times. With the Alt or Option key, click on one of the blocks in the bottom border 2 times. There is no need to rotate the left border. Select Set Block and with the controller command key, select the Flying Geese unit and select one of the blocks in the last border. Select Rotate and with the Control key, click on one of the Flying Geese blocks 3 times. Select Fabric Tools and with the paintbrush, color the remaining borders with a white. Select Layer 2, one of the tabs on the bottom, and under Block Tools, Set Block, select Motifs and drag the star on the quilt. Under the quilt grid setup, turn off the middle one, which is Snap Lock Position to Grid. Reposition the star in the left border. Select Copy, followed by 5 pastes, and then reposition each of the star blocks along the left border. Eyeball the spacing between the blocks and do your best to line them up approximately in the center of the border. Drag a box to fully enclose all 6 stars, select Align Left Sides, and select Copy followed by Paste, and drag the crosshairs to move the group to the right border. Do your best to put them in approximately the same place that we did on the left border. Select one of the bottom stars and select Copy followed by 4 pastes and position along the bottom border. Drag a box around all of the stars on the bottom and select Align Tops. Select Layer 1, select Rotate, and using the quilt image as a guide, adjust the rotation, if necessary, of any of the corner blocks. To add a binding, select the Borders tab, select Add, select the style Mitered, select All under Lock Size Adjustments, and change the size to 0.25. Select the Design tab, select Fabric Tools, and locate the red fabric and recolor the binding. Select Hide Show Quilt Patch Lines and Add to Project Sketchbook. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process of recreating this historic quilt. For additional tips and techniques, please feel free to subscribe to my newsletter at onpointquilter.com.